Thank you very much, and hello, everybody. So a couple of apologies to start with. If my voice is very funny, it's not because I'm a Brit. It's because I'm coming back from CES last week. I've just had the most horrendous cold and are struggling, so I apologize for that. So I can't see anybody out there, but hands up who's heard of the area. Look at that, fantastic. That's great. So for you people who don't, we are the only global membership-funded alliance helping to accelerate the adoption of enterprise augmented reality by creating a comprehensive ecosystem. So we're going to focus on the enterprise and augmented reality. I'm going to talk a little bit today is what I see as the current status, or what myself and the members see, the current status of the enterprise AR ecosystem, and what we, the area and its members, are doing to improve and increase its awareness. Let's see if I get this to work. Awesome. Now, Christine spoke a little bit about this earlier, so I'm going to repeat some of it. But we all know that companies, to survive in a global economy, need to operate at peak performance, as competition is really fierce. So to survive, companies are looking at technology and business solutions to make tangible and real differences. And the use of augmented reality is just one of those. There are a number of key business problems that if used successfully, by using augmented reality, will create some great business performance. And I'm sure you've heard some, and you'll continue to hear some over the next couple of days. So let me just outline a few generic benefits. So AR can improve performance by presenting only the latest, most relevant and contextual information when it's needed. Help reduce costs by enabling experts to be at the disposal of all of the workforce, and benefit from real-time compliance by capturing, recording, and certifying processes immediately. But to support the increase in performance, companies also need to be more efficient, which really means doing more with less resources. And AR can also support this objective. So again, let's look at some examples. Reducing time and improving efficiency in infrequent and complex tasks. Preventing human error and miscalculations, and lowering the impact of task interruptions and errors. So there seems to be lots of benefits to be gained, but AR is still not a mainstream technology. There are still problems. So why is this? Well, we know that the AR industry is still in its infancy, and to use Gartner's hype cycle model, it's still in a trough of disillusionment. Put my teeth back in. But by talking to the area enterprise members, one of the problems is there's not enough information for executives to make confident and informed investment decisions, or at least go beyond the plenty of pilots and small projects that's going on at the moment. From an AR provider perspective, they still have difficulty finding potential customers. They're trying to find customers that understand the benefits, which means they have to do lots of education, which means difficult, drawn-out, and long sales cycles. So to summarize the situation, we're currently in, at least what I'm calling, an irregular ecosystem. And some of the characteristics are, there is uncertainty in the areas to invest. Providers are unable to find customers. Technology readiness is still unclear. Best use cases are still being defined, and efficiencies are difficult to achieve. Having said all this, I'm definitely seeing a move towards a developing ecosystem where we are seeing some clarity. The best tools for purpose are being defined, and the language is being shared. But it's a slow journey, and we need to do more. So ultimately, for AR to be successful, we all need to work together and to create a competitive ecosystem. And there's a really nice African proverb I like to quote. If you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So what's the area doing to try and help and support this comprehensive ecosystem? Well, let me explain what, who, and where, and what the area is doing. So the area is a membership-funded alliance, helping to accelerate the adoption of AR by creating a comprehensive ecosystem. We were created, or been created, for innovative companies aspiring to invest in AR technology, who need a better understanding of the tools available, the application possibilities, the methods of implementation, and a return on investment, and want the opportunity to learn, to co-innovate, to build partnerships for the long-term adoption of AR. We provide an open exchange of good practices, lessons learned, and technology insights, which will help enterprises effectively implement AR to create long-term benefit. So I'll just give you an example of some of our members, and we're growing all the time. Our membership is made up of enterprises, of people who are buying AR solutions, providers who are providing the solutions, and also non-commercial and academic organizations. So what are we doing? Let's get into a little bit more detail. Well, around thought leadership, we have an information portal, which is your one-stop shop for the AR enterprise. The latest news, blog articles, excuse me, case studies, use cases, technology white papers, events listing, it's all there. And the focus in 2017 will be more on thought leadership, including developing return on investment analysis and speaking to the industry leaders about their insight. Networking, we organize opportunities to meet other organizations and build partnerships, both on a face-to-face and a virtual perspective. We list many of the AR and industry events, including this one, as well as offering discounts and speaking opportunities. And within the area, we organize committees on the key areas that the ecosystem could define and decide and work on. We're building a marketplace where enterprises can view use cases and business problems, which will then filter down to the technologies needed and the member providers and what they're doing to support these, to build solutions. Moving on to research, we have a research committee, which is where we work with the members to define and launch research projects. And really excitingly, yesterday, we launched our first research project around security in AR. You'll be able to find that on the area.org website if you're interested. Around the educate, we're looking to define the industry best practice when working with our members and other organizations like the DMDII, the Digital Manufacturing and Design Innovation Institute, to create a set of enterprise requirements that we can share and communicate across the industry that will allow enterprises to feed into that and then to provide us to understand what's needed. We can understand the delta and what needs to be built, as well as activities to reduce the skills gap that we see in the AR enterprise as well, in the AR space. So, just coming to the end, if you'd like to become a member or find out more, we have a different membership groupings. The sponsor member gives you decision rights and decision-making capabilities. And if you want to find anything else, I'm here for the 2 days. Please feel free to come along and speak to me. I'd love to talk to you about the state of the AR enterprise or anything else. Okay? Thank you very much.